got something new to try today, and I'm going to share it with you. So let's get to it. Today, we are going to try cactus pear. I'm very excited about trying these because about 2 years ago, Jason and I were out and about, and I saw a really cool looking pear, and I'm like, I want one of those in my garden because I've started a cactus garden. And this is more of a paddle-like plant. And so Jason's like, we should get one of those. And so we were out in the woods and we decided to cut it because it's a pear. You can see the spikes. So he grabbed it between the spikes. Not good. Because this cactus has not just spikes, which you can see the big spots, but it has all these like little hairs on them. And those hairs drive into your skin. I shouldn't admit that I laughed pretty darn hard because he was yelping about his cactus. He bemoaned the whole cactus, and when you plant it, you want to use tongs and all that stuff. He bemoaned it. He didn't like it, and I honestly think he wanted it to die. It didn't die, and it's doing well. It's actually doubled in size in the last 2 years, probably actually tripled in size. And we actually did have flowers on it this year. We do not get anything like this. This is a prickly pear, and this is the pear, and it is edible. So you can try them from anywhere from like yellow to the red. The darker they are, the sweeter they're going to be, and you can get any other colors in between. But we found these at a store the other day, and I'm like, dude, I've got to try this because yum. I actually have tasted prickly pear in an ice cream, but never have I ever tried it fresh. So I'm going to take you along with me. First of all, we're going to go ahead and cut it. So we're going to start by cutting this. I'm going to start by cutting the ends off of it. And we're going to look at it here so you can see what it looks like inside. And we're going to cut both ends off. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just score the skin. I'm just going to go ahead and score my skin, because everything I read says that my skin should peel right off, and it does. Leaving me with a red cactus pear. Now, some people say they use these and put them into like a syrup. And that's how I had them when they were in ice cream, but we're gonna eat them raw today. So let me share my first bite. Are you ready to take a taste with me? Because for someone that has the palate of a toddler, I do try a lot of things. So here we go. This is a cactus. This is a cactus pear. Now, if I had actually picked this from my garden itself, I would have had to take a flame to it so I would burn all of the hairs off of them because, you know, well, they would have not tasted good. But I bought this in a store, so it was already done for me. So here we go. Okay, that was kind of disgusting. I really apologize. I'm going to even be more disgusting now. There's a lot of little seeds. The seeds you can't chew through. They're very, very hard. Very hard. Can't chew through them. Everything, and I totally did read that, and everything it said that you can swallow them if you want. I don't know. It's crispier than I thought it was going to be. I'm eating from around the edges so I don't have to spit out more seeds. You know, considering they said the darker red it was going to be more sweet, it's actually not that sweet. Got a seed. Interesting. and another seed. It's actually good. It's more of a subtle taste. It's not very in your face taste. It's more of a subtle taste. It's more of a subtle taste. I can see why it would be a good syrup because you had sugar to your syrup, and it would be a very subtle. So I really like it, but it was actually a lot more subtle than I thought it was going to be. I will probably, well, Jason will try these. I will probably peel the other one, and I probably will make a syrup to make ice cream or something fun with it because it is good. The nice thing about making a jelly or a syrup is the fact that I would strain out the seeds. The seeds are my biggest deterrent. I don't like the fact that there are these little baby seeds, and they really are tiny. I mean, that's a seed. Oh, that was a seed too. So those are seeds. So you can see how tiny they are. So I would probably be really more into the jelly and the syrup because then I would strain out the seeds and then I would have the delicious fruit because it is a neat flavor. It's very subtle, but it is neat. It's just the seeds that get me. So there you go. Cactus pears. Did you ever know? Has anybody ever had a cactus pear before? Now, as a side note, prickly pears are one of the only native cacti in the state of Pennsylvania. So that's actually very kind of cool to know. I passed by a lady that has a big prickly pear area. It's probably at least a 20 diameter circle, and it looks so cool. I would like to get there. Right now I'm up to like 2 or 3, and they're just kind of propagating themselves. What happens is the paddle touches the ground and it roots, and it then just creates another one. So we're working on it. I also think it'd be funny to put it on the hill beside the road because I think people would come by and see the pretty plants and see it, and they would do the same thing we did. They would think, oh, I'll grab it between the spikes, and they would die. I would put a sign out. I'm not that mean, but I think it would be just really funny to watch people screaming about it. But anyway, prickly pear, if you've had it, let me know. No excuses.